This game is so bad, it makes every movie that Mariah Carey made look like a fucking masterpiece. This game is so bad, I wish I could just go back in time and stop it from ever being created. Hey, that's an idea. I think I'll do just that.
You tell Mr. Silvestri I'll handle all the Back to the Future games.
Mr. Caldwell?
Yes, Bernice?
Sorry to disturb you, but there's a young gentleman here wishing to speak to you.
Oh, go ahead and send him in.
You're just the guy I'm looking for. Well, looks like I saved the day. What the hell? Oh shit! I altered the timeline! I don't exist in this timeline! No! Now let me just stop right here and reiterate that someone at THQ thought it'd be a very good idea to turn this into a video game. Douchebag. So after all that, this is Waldo. I'd have a better time trying to find a piece of cat shit. Hey, there it is. After you manage to pass the level, the game switches back to the main map and you can watch Waldo travel to his next destination, which becomes a long and drawn out process for some reason. And no matter which button you push, it doesn't do a damn thing to bypass his long trip. Fuck, I guess we'll just have to wait for him to get there. Come on. Again, let me just reiterate that someone at THQ thought it'd be a good idea. Fuck it. Now there are various levels that take you all over the landscape. But where are all of Waldo's friends? Where's Wizard Whitebeard? Or the dog? Or the evil Waldo? In the books, they give you all sorts of things to look for in order to get your money's worth out of it. But this game has only one purpose, to find Waldo. So where's the replay value in that? I mean shit, Waldo can stay lost for all I care. I mean, who in their right mind would play Castlevania 3 before Castlevania 1? The very thought of doing such a thing is just sickening. And I think it's punishable by death in a couple of countries. Fuck. So now it's time for us to answer this question. What exactly is the real reason for calling this game Goonies 2? Well, there actually was a Goonies 1 video game, and this is the sequel. But guess what? The game was only released in Japan. How come it always seems like we're getting fucked in the ass when it comes to game selection here in America? Talk about a shitload of shit. Anything here? Nope. Okay, let's try the hammer on this wall. Nope. Now how about this wall? Okay, let's try this room. What the fuck? It would be more enjoyable to rip the hair out of my ass than to play this game. Now there are a lot of ladders and vines in this game that you'll have to end up climbing. But the downside is you can't use your weapons while you're on them. So when a bird or an enemy is coming at you, you've just got to sit there like a bitch and take it. One of the greatest things about this game is the ability to hit people. Or to smack them with your trusty hammer. Like this old, defenseless woman. What could be better than smashing your hammer into her old, wrinkled face? Yeah, take that! And that. And that. What did she just say? What do you do? That doesn't make sense. Does she mean, what did you do? I can't even take pleasure in beating her up because some asshole forgot to proofread this game. And how do you miss something like this? Every character in the game says this line if you hit them. It just totally flips my shit. I gotta say that finding a mermaid would be a pretty groundbreaking event. But just like this game, this ending makes no sense whatsoever. So, I'm gonna be like Mike, and I'm gonna use that hammer he collected and beat the shit out of this game. Is it possible for Mission Impossible to possibly be a good game? Possibly. But absolutely not. This game sucks ass! To see why I'm so pissed off, let's start at the beginning. Now, if you bothered to read any of the storyline, your objective is to save Dr. O from a criminal organization. So after you get your message, it says it will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Well, ain't that cute? Well, motherfucker! Now, after you get done replacing your Nintendo system, it's on to level 1. After losing your last life, you'll end up on a screen that will let you continue or just get your password. Now, if you choose to continue, you don't get to start where you just left off. Instead, the whole entire level resets itself. So that means I've got to start all the way back at the beginning of the level, recollect everything I've picked up, and also have to do everything all over again? What a shitload of fuck! So it looks like we're going to have to go turbo for this round. Okay, here we go. Well, this is fucking pointless. They only let me fire off 3 bullets at a time. What a ripoff! So having turbo in this game is absolutely pointless. Ah, shitballs! Okay, let's try level 3. Now you enter into what looks like a church, and this time there are no innocent bystanders walking around. So go ahead and blast anyone you want. This guy, or this guy. I'm just so pissed off right now. I just cannot continue the review. My head is spinning and I feel like I'm losing my mind. Just do me a favor and stay away from this game. Because the only plus side is that it actually lives up to its name. This mission is truly fucking impossible. With that being said, there's only one more thing to do. Send this thing back to hell where it came from. List. If not, then it's time to make some room, because we're busting this game wide open. Now before playing the game, you're shown some backstory. And it turns out to be the same classic romantic tale of guy and girl fall in love, guy and girl go out for a picnic. Girl then gets kidnapped by the devil and takes her back down to hell with him. Whew, this is some heavy shit. Well, as long as he's on his way down to hell, can he at least take the movie Wicker Man, starring Nicolas Cage, along down with him? That movie was the biggest piece of shit I ever saw. And for one hit by a demon to totally destroy it is complete utter bullshit. Now each time you start a new life, the screen will side-scroll past every level that lies ahead, as if to mock you.
Face it, Arthur, you'll never get this far. Excuse me.
And another thing I don't understand is that sometimes enemies will drop little bear statues that give you points. Points? Is that really necessary? For God's sake, I've got to worry about zombies, bats, demons, warlocks that'll turn you into a frog, demon knights, plants, dragons, ogres, ghosts, goblins, rancors, skeletons, and they want me to worry about some fucking point system too? How the hell is that gonna matter once you save the princess? It won't, so fuck the point system. I'm really wondering what kind of age group this game was intended for, because if I can't get this far, how is a young kid gonna do any better? Well, that's why I invited my little cousin Joey over to see what he thinks of this game. How you doing, Joey?
I like games. Ghosting goblins. Okay. I don't like this game. This game sucks.
Well, thanks, Joey.
You can't even enjoy your victory. I must quit smoking.
Well, that's it. I cannot take anymore. I've had enough of this fucking game. It's time to send you back to meet your maker. That's right, it's Jaws. This famous great white shark ruled the oceans in the early 80s. He has attitude and the ability to sink boats and eat dozens of people at once. But although this movie may have been great, this game is terrible and should be placed at the bottom of a turd mountain. This game is only a one-player game. It's totally different from the original in which you could play 2 players. Mind if I play? Sorry man, this is just a one-player game. Well, that sucks. And remember that invincibility star? Well, yeah, they pretty much fucked that whole thing up too. Instead of now finding the star, you'll have to go around and collect 5 cherries that are scattered around the level. And after you collected that 5th cherry, you gotta wait for it. Ugh, look at this shit. Could it move any slower? I can take a shit faster than this. Finally! And while we're at it, this game could really use a lot more power-ups too. Some spots of this game are so overcrowded with enemies, it's insane. But luckily, there are a few places in this game you can hide so enemies can't get to you. Oh, come on! He walked right through the fucking cactus! You know, shit like this that just makes me go from 0 to pissed off in 2.5 seconds. Now once you reach the ending of the level, you're usually greeted by this big dopey pink bird that shoots eggs at you. The first one you come to is pretty easy to kill, but you'll meet a lot more of them as the game advances, and they become harder and harder to defeat. During the course of this game, you'll end up fighting over 15 of these fucking birds, and I swear by the end, I just want to reach through the screen and beat the shit out of this bitch!
Get over here!
But with that being said, we are now left with a problem here. If this was the original Mario 2, then where the hell did our Mario 2 come from? I mean, games like this just don't appear out of thin air. What the hell? It's unclear as to why they copied it in the first place, but many have speculated that the real Mario 2 game was just too much like the first one. And I guess that's understandable, because having 2 of the same thing could get stale and repetitive. Yep, stale and repetitive. So, now that we have the newer version, we can now destroy the original. That's exactly what I was thinking. What the hell you think you're doing? Face it, your reviews suck. I'm taking over and destroying the original. But you can't do that! Just watch me. Time for some flower power. What? Whew. That was a close one. Where am I?
Well, looks like I have another minion to torture.
I'm getting you for this. Ah! There were a lot of obscure games back in the day for the NES. Some that were downright awful. But is there anything worse than the game Muscle? I mean, what the fuck is a muscle? Ring is punch, jump, slam, and that's pretty much it. The rest of the time you just hop around like idiots trying to land a blow. This game just sucks balls. And to prove my point, we should probably get a second opinion from a wrestling fan. And we just happen to have one for our special guest today. Hey, Tony.
Yeah, bang-a-lang!
So, what do you think of this game?
It's terrible. I wipe my ass with it.
Well, there you go. What would save this game now would be having announcers. Well, something like this. Welcome, wrestling fans! We are broadcasting live from the Muscle Dome! Thank you for joining us because we have one hell of a match lined up. Both competitors are ready to go head-to-head with each other, and there's no telling what might happen. So now let's go ringside, and because the fight looks like it's going to begin. Oh, this looks like a slobber knocker here, folks. Oh my god, this is crazy! Look at that! A punch, A blow! My god, this is incredible! Man, they're taking each other out to the woodshed! My god, still to stop this match! This isn't right! Good god! Wow, just riveting. Another feature in this game is that it's a 2-player game, just in case you decide to subject one of your friends to this torture as well. Hey, wanna play?
Hell no. This is the worst wrestling game of all time. Where's the pyros? The entrance music? I love intro music. If you smell...
Okay, that's enough.
Bang-a-lang!
You know, it makes me wonder how quickly they slapped this game together in order to make money off of it. I mean, playing this game you could tell they put no effort into it whatsoever. In fact, I would pay more for a bag of shit than I would this game. Stop it. And in between rounds? What in the fuck? Are those guys getting blowjobs? I thought this was supposed to be a kid's game.
Whoa, now that's just wrong, brother.
Now, as you know, Nintendo puts a seal on every game that meets their approval. But this game is an abomination to this seal. It's not even worthy of the seal of dog shit. This game is the dumbest, most vile, repulsive, anal-raping, fecal-flinging, ass-ramming, toe-jerking, vomit-inducing piece of shit I've ever played in my life. It's not even worthy of my time. And it belongs in the trash. Hey, keep your freaking trash out of here! Right now, because it's only a matter of time before you get your ass handed back to you on a plate. Fuck! I hate this game! Now let's talk about stage bosses, because this game has some real winners. You know you have a great game on your hands when the ending boss just stands in the corner while you beat the living shit out of him. But if you think that's bad, then check this out. Choose Donatello, jump on the crates to the right, and just beat him with your bow. And for some reason, he only gets hurt when he ducks down lower than he already was. Doesn't this defy some law of physics? Ugh, you guys suck. And if that wasn't enough, in this section, they leave only a small space for you to try and swim through. Now in any other game, I probably could have taken my time to swim through it safely. But, oh, I'm sorry, I've only got 1 more minute to disarm 6 more fucking bombs. I don't have time to deal with this bullshit. Shit! I hate this fucking level! What a piece of cowabunga shit! Now, face it, this game sucks, it's boring, and it's stupid. Shell shock? I'll give you fucking shell shock! And to be totally honest, this game is actually enjoyable. So, I guess it would be kinda worthwhile to have this game in your collection. On second thought, fuck it. Because if you're gonna own a Ninja Turtles game, then this one's an absolute must. But, at least we have this one, so... Well, I gotta get going. I gotta play me some Donkey Kong. Pizza. You stay away. I'm warning you. Now, the commercials were cool and all, but whose bright idea was it to give this guy his own video game? I mean, talk about selling out. You know this was a disaster just waiting to happen. Now, when you start the game, you're told that you must defend the city from the Noid's evil twin. Hey, I got an evil twin. You know, I wonder how he's doing. I hate this place. I gotta get out of here. But how? Well, I do have an idea, but I'm gonna need some help. Now, at the startup screen, you're told that the city is in danger. and the mayor of the city knows that the only person that can save them is the Noid. Now, what mayor in their right mind would rely on a guy who destroys pizzas for a living to save his city? So unless we're talking about the fucking Mayor McCheese, I'm not buying it. You snooze, you lose? Well, shit on a motherfucking stick! Now there are 14 stages in this game, and at the end of each level, you'll have another pizza eating contest just waiting for you. Ah, great. And the worst part is, they won't even let you bypass any part of this thing to make it go quicker. Even if you go nuts by pressing all the buttons, you've just gotta sit there like a bitch and take it. Overall, this game is bad. In fact, if it was possible, I'd flush this fucker right down my toilet. You know, Domino's has a lot of nerve selling out and slapping their name on such a crappy product just to make money. What? What's this? An endorsement check from Domino's? Well, what do I know? Maybe selling out isn't such a bad idea. I mean, after all, a logo can go a long way. But remember, don't get mad, get Glad-locked zipper bags. Wait a minute, that's it? After 14 stages of enemies and pointless card games, this is the best they could do? And what the hell is he doing anyway? What an ever-loving piece of rat-flinging bullshit! How could I have ever endorsed such a shitty game? Well, I'm done with this endorsing garbage. I'm irate, damn it, and the only one I'm selling out to is myself! That's right, Irate Gamer's back, baby!
The Irate Gamer t-shirts are now available on theirategamer.com. Shirts may be considered illegal in Florida, Rhode Island, and Texas. May cause irreversible damage to the kidneys and liver, and should not be taken with alcohol.
Yo, Noid? Yo, fuck yourself. My escape is at hand! Go, my slaves!
Let's go!
Wait a minute, stop! Stop! No! Ugh, stupid lemmings.